Hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. Yeah, a little bit of action today, a little bit of action. The market respected, however, perfectly the support level that we talked about in the previous video. Here, yeah, that you can see this previous support level here, the red line at the $31.25 level. Market is respecting it at the moment, and today the market bounced of it, and yeah, break below that level would have confirmed further that this wave C to the downside is in the making. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, is something different going on, because it hasn't fulfilled really, it hasn't reached the ideal target for a third wave yet. Bitcoin might have started its B wave bounce. Likelihood is that if Bitcoin has started its bounce, also AVAX might get a bounce. But the thing is, if AVAX does get a bounce, it might just be an extension of the B wave from here. Let's talk about let's call it short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios. In both at the moment, I would ideally like to see a deeper pullback, because these double bottoms, they really rarely hold. They might hold temporarily, but eventually often they break. Yeah. It just indicates weakness if the market is unable to hold a higher low. So it's basically a double bottom. Again, that's not really bullish in contrast to what you find on the internet. Typically, they fail eventually. Now, that doesn't mean it couldn't get a bounce. It surely can. So in the short-term bearish scenario, a more substantial top was formed here around $50. That was end of December. The market started to move down in what I would consider an A wave of a larger B wave. So ABC is the pattern we are watching. Let's zoom in a little bit. The idea is that this, yeah, could have been the A wave, then a 3-wave move up in a B wave. And now we should ideally, in this scenario, get a C wave to the downside, which is a 5-wave move. Wave 1 done, wave 2 done. 3, 4, 5 basically still to complete. Now, a target for the third wave. What would be a target for that third wave? Well, we take the length of the wave 1. We go to the high of the wave 2. And the minimum target I'd like to see, the absolute minimum really, is the 1.236 extension at $30.28. Better would be anywhere in between, basically between 30.28 and 28.24. Sort of the 1.236 to the 1.618 extension levels, but it hasn't even reached the 1.236. So to be honest, I cannot consider wave 3 complete. It's not really confirming a third wave at the moment. It might still be working on wave 3, yeah, but it's not clear that wave 3 is done. So in this short-term bearish scenario, we really need a break below the intraday low and a break below the 31.25 level to really, yeah, see it follow through. Now, that takes us to a short-term bullish scenario in which we have seen wave A, okay? Yeah, wave B might have started, but is not complete yet, because in this B wave, in the, let's say, alternative short-term bullish scenario, but I would need some more evidence for that, we had 3 waves up, but only in the A wave, okay? The A wave of this B wave. So circle wave B would sit here, could extend a little bit further. This here would be 3 waves up in wave A. We know if we get 3 waves up, it could also just be, yeah, an A wave. And if it's an A wave with 3 waves, the B wave can retrace sort of around about 100%, which it did. And then the C wave could be 5 waves. And then we have an ABC in the larger B wave after the A wave bottomed here around the 8th of January. And then the overall C wave should happen later. That would be a way for a more extended corrective pattern, which actually, to be honest, which would look better by, looking at the proportions. It just would look overall better. But yeah, it depends on what happens with the 31.25 level. If 31.25 breaks now, then we're likely still in yellow. But if we see it move higher and basically break above the wave 1 low, which is here at $34.75, then I think we see an extension of the B wave. Why exactly that level? Because let's assume wave 3 was finished, okay? Then if the wave 4 gets above or crosses with wave 1, we have an invalidation. And that just means something different is going on. So yeah, so my view is 31.25. It's all hinging on that. Basically, we could say that above that level, we consider that what I call a short-term bullish scenario. And below 31.25, we probably have to favor the short-term bearish, more direct sell-off. That means I will also put onto the chart now this alternative, and it would very simply be an ABC flat structure, A, B, C, and I will put it on there in white. So it's just an alternative pattern. Yeah, that's my update about AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.